Very pleasant weekend, and those pleasant conditions have continued into what is going to be the final Monday of August. Friday marks the start of September, and Friday also marks probably the beginning of what will be a stretch of probably about a week to maybe 2 weeks of warmer than average temperatures as we look into the middle of September, and we'll talk about it more as the days go on. We're not looking at any cooler than average temperatures. In fact, that bullseye pretty much sits over much of the Midwest. So enjoy the comfortable temperatures today, tomorrow, and on Wednesday. Now, we are eyeing a small chance for rain as this little cold front kind of moves its way now into parts of northwestern Wisconsin. It's not great. It's not a strong cold front by any means, and there's not a lot of moisture with it, but we'll hold out and we'll track that rain chance here in just a moment. But again, all eyes on Tropical Storm Idalia, and we'll talk about how not only her, but also Category 4 Hurricane Franklin, how those two are actually going to impact our weather as we go into the second half of this week back at home. And speaking of back at home, upper 70s to low 80s right now. We've warmed up a little bit in Juneau from 75 to 77 now. We're still holding on to 74 in Boscobel. Those southwesterly winds bringing up a little bit of warmth. There is also a little bit of smoke in the air, but our air quality is good. So that is some good news here on this Monday late afternoon. And we'll sit underneath mostly clear conditions pretty much through the rest of this evening, maybe becoming more partly cloudy around midnight. And watch as Future Track brings in that line of showers and maybe a few thunderstorms as well, no sooner than about midnight going into Tuesday. But notice that not everyone's seen that green. This isn't a strong cold front, and the rain chance isn't super great. We're keeping it at about 10 to maybe 30% overnight through the early morning hours on Tuesday, and then we'll add back an isolated chance into the afternoon, especially the farther east you live. But because of really how Idalia as well as Franklin are interacting with the jet stream, we're not going to see really any rain chances beyond tonight and early Tuesday. The reason is because these two tropical systems are acting to not only keep the jet stream well off to our north, but kind of back it up as well. We talk about the jet stream as kind of a river. Well, if you've got two logs that aren't moving, Idalia and Franklin, that river gets backed up. And that's what's happening, or what will happen later this week, as these two kind of just spin themselves out into the Atlantic. We normally watch or hope for a low pressure system here to kind of kick them out and then get that jet stream moving again. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen. And that means that it stays to our north, the jet stream, and we miss out on that chance for rain as we go really over the next 7 days. And it also reinforces the warmth that we're going to see later this week. No systems moving in to bring down cooler air, or at least a new air mass. 70s tomorrow, so maybe even a little bit cooler than today with the shift in northwesterly winds. It is going to be pretty nice tomorrow and on Wednesday. And then we'll see here on the 7-day forecast, things do start to change. We're looking at the 90s by Friday at the earliest, for sure over your Labor Day weekend and then into your actual Labor Day. But again, that bullseye of warmer than average temperature stays with us all the way through about the middle of September. Ooh. So
have some plans on the water this weekend, right? For
no
Labor
kidding,
Day.
right? You've got the excuse.
Yeah, keep the pools open too.
And invite us, please.
Very much
You're all invited.
All right, thanks, Blaze.